Hey, I'm Mitchell Baxter, I'm a cinematographer, and today I'm going to be breaking down a promo piece I did for the new Percy Jackson series. Let's get into it. This one was really cool. We worked on their volume stage. It's kind of like green screen, but a lot more complex and arguably can look a lot better. In a volume, in this case, you're trying to literally make it look like outside. We shot on anamorphic lenses because in volume sets, a lot of the time, anything that you can kind of do to obscure the frame a little bit, and you get a lot of that through anamorphic lensing, helps sell the illusion. All of these trees here, some of this stuff, those are all real. Those are all like real trees. They were there, they were part of the set, all of this kind of greenery and stuff too. But stuff that's like really far in like the background, which I would say is like, you know, like this stuff, that's actually an LED screen. That is mapped kind of where we are in that space and is kind of put out of focus trees in the background. This was like more of a like night look sort of thing, much warmer in like color and you know, kind of finding a nice way of like balancing these kind of like firelights here in the background with like what's going on in their faces. So I think for this one we ended up using a little bit more like of a top light scenario. So we did do like a little bit of like, I think we had a couple like light mats or something, I think, were like rigged up here on a pipe and kind of giving them a little bit of a backlight. And then we added a light to kind of strafe in here for some of these practical, you know, we just kind of found a nice place to key from. I think we keyed like camera right. Went with a bit of a smaller source than we did, you know, the previous scene, because it wasn't about making a big sky anymore. Now it was about, you know, making this feel kind of more like a flame or a lamp or something kind of off in the distance, and making sure that the color kind of matched the actual set we were shooting in. And that's kind of what we did here. I just want to jump over to this one. It's another one from the same setup, but just I think it's like a wider shot, so you're a little easier to see like kind of what's going on. Again, like you can kind of see those differences between, you know, the virtual background versus like the real background. Like, you know, a bunch of these trees are actually real, and then like, you know, that deep background, like you kind of see like here and like here, like that's you know, digital. Even like all this like shrubbery and stuff, like that's all real stuff. And you can kind of see where that light came in and is like strafing kind of like the bench a bit and their bodies and that sort of thing. So this one's just for fun, but it was for me a bit of a pinch me moment. My dit, who was sitting next to me, didn't understand. I think he was much older than me, so different generation. But I grew up seeing stuff like this on Disney Channel, so to be able to shoot one of these was sick. And so we just did this on like a white cyc, pretty basic setup. Like I think we had a back, just like a little bit of an edge light, and then we had a big soft dome to kind of key light him. And it was supposed to be a bit of like a flatter look, like it's not supposed to look super contrasty. So yeah, this was super cool to be a part of, because yeah, I've watched a lot of these growing up as a kid.